Have you ever felt like a woman was getting closer to you, but then suddenly something changed? The energy shifted, the connection faded, and you were left wondering, what did I do wrong? Here's the truth most men never realize. Before a woman falls in love with you, she tests you. Not once, not randomly, but in two very specific ways. And if you miss these tests, you don't just lose attraction, you lose the moment completely. Before I reveal them, do me a quick favor. Tap the like button and comment below if you've ever realized too late that a woman was interested in you, because what you're about to understand, most men never do. Most men think attraction is obvious. They expect clear signals, clear words, clear interest, but women don't fall in love through clarity. They fall in love through feeling safe enough to open slowly, and that's why they test first. Not to play games, not to confuse you, but to answer one question in their mind. Is this man emotionally safe for me to invest in? Because for a woman, falling in love is not just emotional. It's a risk. A risk of being misunderstood, a risk of being rejected, a risk of giving her energy to the wrong man. So instead of expressing everything directly, she observes, she asks, she watches, she tests, and these tests are subtle. So subtle that most men completely miss them. Here's where it gets interesting. Women don't test men they don't feel anything for. Let that sink in. If she's neutral, she won't invest energy. If she's not interested, she won't explore. But if she feels something, that's when the tests begin. And here's the part most men get wrong. They think these moments are just casual conversation. But they're not. They are emotional checkpoints, moments where she is quietly deciding, do I move closer or do I step back? And the truth is, she usually won't give you a second chance, which is why understanding these two tests changes everything. The first test is your emotional availability. The first thing a woman checks before falling for you is not your money, your looks, or your status. It's your emotional openness. But she won't ask that directly. Instead, she'll say things like, do you spend a lot of time alone? Are you usually by yourself? Are you seeing anyone right now? Or do you enjoy your own space a lot? It sounds harmless, but it's not. She's not asking about your routine, she's asking something much deeper. Is there space for me in your life? Because no woman wants to invest her emotions into a man who is closed off, unavailable, or has no room for connection. But here's where most men fail. They answer logically. Yeah, I'm alone most of the time. Not really. I just do my own thing. It depends. And just like that, the moment weakens because she's not listening to your words, she's feeling your energy. A strong man doesn't just answer the question, he answers the meaning behind it. He stays calm, open, grounded. He says something like, I enjoy my space, but I'm always open to the right company, or I like my routine, but I appreciate meaningful connection. Now notice what that does. You're not needy, you're not closed, you're available, but selective, and that creates attraction because now she feels something important, possibility. The second test is your direction and purpose. Once she feels you might be emotionally open, she moves to the second test, and this one is even more important. She asks, what are you looking for these days? What do you want right now? Where is your life going? Or what are you focused on? This is not small talk, this is a defining moment, because now she's asking, is this man going somewhere or just existing? Women don't fall in love with men who drift. They fall for men who feel anchored, men who know who they are, men who move with intention, men who have direction. But again, most men miss it. They say things like, I'm just taking it day by day, I don't really know right now, or I'm just chilling, and instantly the attraction drops. Because what she hears is uncertainty, lack of purpose, emotional instability, but a grounded man answers differently. Not with long explanations, not with pressure, just with clarity. Something like, I'm building a life that feels meaningful with the right people in it, or I'm focused on growth, good experiences, and genuine connection. Simple, clear, intentional. And in that moment, something shifts inside her because now she can imagine herself in your world. Now picture this. You're sitting with her, maybe just talking casually. The conversation flows easily. There's a quiet connection. Then she asks, so, do you spend a lot of time alone? That's the first door opening. If you respond with presence, she leans in emotionally. If you miss it, the energy drops. Later, she asks, what are you looking for these days? That's the second door, the final checkpoint. If you answer with clarity, she feels safe moving closer. If you hesitate, she steps back, and the moment disappears, not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly. Here's what you must understand. A woman who is falling for you will not confess it. She won't say, I'm starting to like you. She won't make it obvious. Instead, she will test you softly, subtly, almost invisibly. she will ask, "Are you open and do you have direction?" And based on your presence, she will decide everything. If you remember just one thing, let it be this: a woman doesn't test your words. She tests your awareness. The man who understands this never misses the moment. The man who doesn't keeps wondering what went wrong. Before you go, comment this below: I see the tests. It's a small signal that you've moved from confusion to awareness. And if this opened your eyes, make sure to like and subscribe. Because most men will never learn this. But now, you will.